Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dinga and welcome back to Castle Story Invictus, except this time I've decided to revamp the series and now we're in 1.0, so woo! So I decided with 1.0 I do want to progress the game a bit, meaning that I do want to kind of restart to some extent, which some of you might find cheap, but at the same time I kind of want to start fresh and be able to experience all of the new stuff. I'll just acknowledge that. I should explain as well. I have technically played this before, as I ran into an issue earlier where I was trying to play the game, and for whatever reason, it stopped recording halfway through, so I couldn't continue playing. I'm trying to remember which way I had this. I think it was this way. Yeah, it would have been that way. Right, there we go. Like that. And I will just, because I want to move it to be a bit more central to the crystal. There we go, like that. I don't know if I've actually moved it or whether I've just left it in the same place. Right, let me just try to think of a way to set up these. That's good. Set it up like that. And actually let's just settle for 12 right now, because we don't want to overextend and have everything we just built destroyed. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. Right, now I'm gonna actually get building. Well, not get building, get focused on creating the actual things we want to make. So, let me think. So, if I remember the design I went with, which I thought was a pretty solid design myself, we want like that, and like, nope, not like that. We want like that, and this is going to be a pretty odd-shaped castle, and we are actually going to build a castle this time, which is fantastic, because I want to actually build a proper castle that's not just me just plonking a bunch of stuff around going, yeah, that works. Which I am pleased with. I'm just going to build a separate one for these, because I want to get these built as fast as possible. Loom. Forge, laboratory, machine shop, and an altar, and then just a bunch of weapon racks. Don't want to be putting things in the corner. Unless, of course, it's a lantern, which is one of the things I want to put down. Because I want to put down a few lanterns here and there, because it is going to get dark, because these maps do get dark. I'm going to put them down here, which is probably dumb, because they're probably going to get broken the second anything happens, but, you know, why not? And yes, like that. So set that priority to high, and I will get some other tasks underway. So, boulder task, plants apply, just so people actually get done. Right, and then set that to high priority. We'll do the same over here. Get the boulder task set And we'll also set it to plants as well, like I did with the other one, just so people actually get stuff done. Apply iron task, obviously. And the brimstone task. I don't want up there, I want down here. But there you go. People are just bringing the logs to the bloody stands, and it's annoying. I'm thinking we should be able to fight off the first wave or so just by what's it called? Just by existing. Basically, we can just send our standard Brictrons in to fight, and then we can focus on making actual kits, because we do need to produce kits to fight them off. Because we are playing on normal difficulty, I've decided to continue at normal difficulty because I realised I was thinking about like how I could possibly improve the defences that we went with, and I realised the problem is instead of doing what would have made more sense and defending a central point, I ended up blocking off 3 choke points, which means I have to send, oh look, I've sent a bunch of units over here to take out people coming from over here. Oh, people are coming from over here. Well, now I've got to make those units run over here, and everything just went chaos. I decided the best solution was, instead of blocking off choke points, let them come in and instead fight them off when they're closer, which is what I did in the original, like the original series I ever did of Castle Story. This rock is rolling down a hill. Lovely. That was like that was an old series. That's like a year old now. Maybe he's a little bit less. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Right. Anyways, so yes, this castle design is kind of what we're going with. I've decided that I'm gonna actually, let's just get to work on it now. I'm gonna lock this, because what I'm gonna do is hang on. Excuse me. I needed to sneeze. Right. Because I might as well get this started now. Because I have a few ideas in mind that I want to kind of go with. And I don't want to make it solidified. I want to be able to change it if I was like, actually, that makes more sense as an idea. So what I'm going to do here is do that, and I will get wood columns. Now, I found this out from my previous attempt to record this, that if you put 4 columns in the middle here, that's enough to kind of support what I need to be supported. Oh, we still need to put some in the corner. Actually, yeah, I'll leave it as wood, because right now wood's probably the best option. Unless, of course, there is a better option, because I'd prefer not to have wood. Because the thing is, I want to use this as a tower. Although now that I think about it, it doesn't really make sense to have the tower in the centre, considering the fact that it's not going to be able to defend much. So I might just leave it at that. Where it would make sense to have a tower? I'll just get this on this. No, don't produce glass, produce iron. Because we want to produce iron more than we want to produce glass. Alright, let's see. Where would make sense to have this? This tower. I'm gonna say if we have it separate, so we could have it here. We don't have to have like a big tower, it's just something to defend ourselves. And when I do realise when I say a big tower, I do mean like a huge, like a tall tower. I just meant As in, we don't need a tower that's ridiculously large in size as opposed to tall. If that makes sense. I think it makes sense. I'm smart. It makes sense. I'm not really smart. I'm lying to you. But, oh well. I'm gonna have the door over here instead. Because I don't want anyone coming through. In fact, whilst I'm on this blueprint, I'm actually gonna set up a few doors. Because, the fact of the matter is I want this to be... I want the doors to kind of be made separate. Because last thing I want is people to be like, oh, everything is getting destroyed. What's going wrong? Oh look, we've built like 700 doors and every single one of them's been broken before we've actually put the door frame in. So, I feel like it makes sense to do it this way. We have a few doors, a few things we need to set up though in this game. Like, we do want to set up a few other towers other than just the ones we've done now, like the one we're currently doing. So I'll do that at a later date, but right now I'll go for 8 layers tall. That should be able to defend. I do want to... The reason why I'm leaving the crystal open top as well is because of the fact that my way of looking at it is if it's going to get broke, if the crystal starts getting attacked, worst that happens is we have defenses in place. Like, we can have archers up here shooting down. Right, let me think. Plugs. There we go. Nice. Might as well put that there. What's the worst that'll happen? If you're gonna drop anything, at least drop it here. I'm gonna set up another cleaning task. No, I don't want to set up another cleaning task. I just... God damn it. Right, there we go. That should... They should be able to do that, handle that, no problem. Just set this up. Just so the crap that's just been dropped can be picked up. Beat 'em up, lads. Oh, there goes... No, Shigeru just survived. No, Reg just survived. Alright, everyone should be cleaning up now, hopefully. Set the priority to high, although I just realised we should be setting up a cleaning task in the middle here, because that tends to be where they just end up dumping stuff all the time. Right, we now need to get... We haven't got a choice, we need to get this done and built. Preferably soon. Yes, there we go. Right, halberdier kits. 2 of those built. We'll get 4 built just so we have something to defend ourselves with for a short amount of time. Right, there we go. There's 1 tower done. Now here, thankfully, the beauty of it is we don't really need to have 3 tall walls. We can just have, well, we don't have to have 4 tall walls, we can just have 3 tall because we don't need to really have anything else. Let me just... I gotta decide where my priorities are because I don't want to set my priorities somewhere where it's not going to be beneficial, if that makes sense. Like, I don't want to be focusing on making one room more structurally sound when it could be the less important of the 2 rooms. Also, there's no point putting more than 1 block there because if I put 2 small blocks in that opening here, even if that, like, all it takes is the bottom block to be broken and it's completely useless. Like, all the blocks will fall. I'll just structurally just make this a bit larger. Also, I understand just by looking at this, you can see the problem is they're immediately going to bust through that back wall, break my furnaces. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put the tower here. Because to me it just makes sense to have it here. Also, I did just realise I've created this without the intent of people getting in, apparently. I'm just gonna delete all the planks just so I can see again. Oh, I'm deleting more than just the planks. I'm deleting the entire building. There we go. Right. So we'll work backwards. So we want them to be coming up through here. And obviously we can't just have it straight forward because if we have it straight forward it's just going to go straight into a beam and be absolutely useless. Trust me, I'm an engineer. Let's build it on top of there. And I'm just gonna, because we don't really want that much structural support, we just want enough to build it, so that'll be fine. Structural integrity is not important, especially if you're building a tower that's probably gonna get knocked down eventually anyways. It's going to be really cool when this tower crumbles, and I'm kind of looking forward to it, but kind of not, because I would have put effort into it. It's like, god damn it, I put effort into this, why is it breaking now? Please kill me. There we go. So, the tower's done in the... That's a point, actually. Let me have a look. The tower is done in the southeast section. Now we are creating the west section, and then we'll be creating the northeast tower. Right, okay. I'm so happy this update's come out. It's actually a really solid update. I'm really looking forward to the future updates as well because well, it's just going to be more creative because of the fact that it's like, well, we've kind of integrated the majority of the stuff that's necessary, but now that we've done that, we don't really need to focus on doing that as much as we do just building the game up, if that makes sense. Like, they can just add things to the game that people like. Only just realised, completely forgot. At least my Brictrons are on the mark. Oh, I'm getting messages on Steam. Oh no, Discord even. Where are they coming from and where did they go? Where are they coming from, Cotton Eye Joe? Jade, run. We got this. Gotta believe we do. Go over there, you need to save Jade. Except you're not going to be able to do it, so I'm just going to make Jade run. Let's go, so he goes after the more damaged one of the two. Nice survival. Right, anyways, let's get back to it. So that's 6 layers tall, we want to make 8 layers. I can already see the comment section just being Shrek memes and just layers. But please fill up my life with Shrek memes. I need it in my life. It's perfect. Right. I'll create the same type of deal here. Except I won't create it that way because that doesn't make any sense, because essentially what I'm doing there is just blocking off the door. There you go, that'll do it. Everything's fine, it's all structurally sound, probably not. Anyways, there we go, so that's 2 towers done. Everyone's apparently got nothing to do. Right, well, if you've got nothing to do, why not? Oh, we can create another Bricktron, nice. We haven't even lost anyone yet. Better get on making archers. I think archers are important, as well as knights, to be honest. So create 2 knight kits. We'll probably create 8 knight kits total and 8 archer kits. And then create a few other kits, like probably, so that'll be 8. Oh shit, stop chucking stuff everywhere. Please, thank you. Right, produce robot bar, god damn it, stop throwing stuff. You have storage, you don't have storage to put it in. Okay, I'm lying. My apologies. Let's create a bit more storage. I'm gonna just put some storage in here because I don't see why not. Then you can finally have somewhere to dump stuff. It's 2 fabric and 2 rope. I didn't even realise you could make 2 rope in the same stand. I don't think you're supposed to be able to. Oh, I'm getting messages. Right. Hopefully we'll get right. We got one of the bows finished. Almost night kit finished. We actually got 2 night kits finished. We'll already have 2 night kits finished. Nice. Just create a temporary cleanup task there. Might as well do that, and then we'll just delete that one. Is there any other cleanup tasks that I haven't done? Right, that one's useless. That's finished with. That's also finished with as a result. This one done. Iron one done. Yep, that's everything's we're making progress pretty much. Is the key thing here. And there we go, we have 1 archer kit. We'll create 2 more warrior. We'll create 6 more warrior kits, ideally. We're making good progress. I feel like I've actually learned from other people's comments, like why you're doing this to yourself and making just archer kits when you should be making more melee kits. Which is what I'm doing. That's what I aim to do. It's probably worthwhile making an artificer kit when I learn to spell. And, well, not spell, pronounce, when I learn to pronounce. Right. Kit's almost done. I think the only thing necessary now is fabric, and I think we have, we still have 1 roll of fabric, so we should be alright. I'm sorry, I love seeing them getting to work. It's really cool to me. I don't know why. It just is. It's like, ooh, look at them go. They're doing me pride. Alright, I'm actually gonna set up a quarry up here. Just set it that wide. Have it like that. Change the stairs to be here. Call to arms, my gentlemen. Right, let's see what happens. We got a full army now. Right, we haven't got too much to worry about, if I'm perfectly honest. Those 3 could probably go put the halberdier kits back, because we don't really need halberdiers right now. We just need someone. We do need someone to clean this up, though. I think this is a mess. There we go. And there we go, having the knights get to work. Brenda, John, and Nick and Molly. Thought it was Nikki. I'm gonna just send him back to just put his stuff back, because there's no point in him carrying on fighting considering they've won. We've won. That was our 3rd wave. Last wave of the day will be next wave. So, I mean, I'm planning on probably, like, I'll see how well it goes, but I may end up finishing this series this week. Like, the week of Castle Story, as I keep calling it. Right, we have lots of rope. Time to make some more fabric. I'll wait until I've made 2 more rope, I think, and then I'll just start making fabric. Ah, lovely soothing music. Oh, we have Gaben. Welcome to Team Fortress 2. Oh, that's an old meme now that I think about it. It's weird. Right, there we go. Just create fabric now. Now, obviously he can't make anything because he needs more fabric. I'm just going to create a plant task there because we need more plants. Never gonna have enough plants apparently. I ain't no poison ivy. It's probably worthwhile actually building a bridge across there to get the resources. What does a bridge take again? Let's have a look. Actually, just go. Right, it just requires 2 rope, and then obviously we need 7 planks. So we got plenty of. We've basically done it. We've got the bridge sorted. There we go. Nice and easy. And there we go, we are starting our 4th archer kit. And then hopefully people will actually start building the castle up from the ground. Because I feel like apart from like building this extra tower over here, we're pretty much done. In terms of blueprints and such. Alright, just... And there we go, and doop, and doop, and I believe that should go all across. If it doesn't, then I'll just have to get rid of it. Which sucks, it's a waste of resources, but it's resources we can spare because of the state of the map, to be honest. The map is pretty huge. And if we really need to, we can just send logs out. There we go, so that one, we got 2 towers completely finished. In blueprint form, at least. We haven't got the actual towers finished yet. So that's something we're gonna have to progress on. Hopefully we will actually get the ground bit finished first, like before the end of the episode. But probably not, because we've got 2 minutes before that happens. And we've actually finished this part, nice. So I'm just gonna set a iron task and just make it large so we can set it for plants as well. There we go. Then we can actually set archers up here to fire on them as they go past. And then we'll just move the archers back here. Oh, we've planted 100 blocks. Thanks for the achievement. I forgot Castle Story now has achievements. Right, so we made archers. Oh, payday 2. I'm not in the mood payday 2. It's Castle Story week. Leave me alone right now. I'm gonna say let's make some artificers. And some arbalists. Arbalists can't hurt. Let's produce cogs. I just realised I've done the old castle story thing I used to do, which is just don't build any pylons, because I just didn't do it. It wasn't intentional. I think I'm gonna build a few walls here and there. Like I'm gonna build, I think, a wall here of just no. Let's not like seal it off. Just so we have some extra places to stand and stuff. So we kind of have. It's in essence just gonna be like an outpost to stand on that has wards. Like I'm really liking the way this castle's gonna turn out. If it turns out the way I plan on it turning out. Let's just put a pylon. We'll put the pylon there. Not on anything, just on the floor. There we go. Just so it connects the rest of them. And since this is there, we'll create that there. Oh shit, yeah. I should probably everyone go and build shit. Everyone go and put shit on. Cause I just realised we should probably be you know, gearing up given the fact that we are about to be attacked. And there's this guy making fabric. Right, where are they attacking from? Over here, apparently. Can't believe we've already got like 8 bricktons. Why is Jade out here? Jade, go back. You're busy, we get it. And here we have Brenda, the bow and arrow. Brenda the bow and arrow. Sounds like a really weird superhero. There we go. And that's that done. Right, everyone get back to work. You'll heal gradually. You'll probably be fully healed by the time the next wave comes, because we're getting through these waves quite quickly. I think we're doing very well. Anyways, I'd like to thank you all for watching. My name's been Dinga. Leave a like if you are enjoying this series. Subscribe to become a true sir and keep it to date with everything that I post. Comment down below that you're very happy to see 1.0, because I am very happy to see 1.0 myself. And good day. I'll see you next time.